Hi guys, this is Manush from Adlux VFX, and this week we have an interesting topic to discuss. I know I was not doing some Q&A videos or this kind of videos for the past 3 weeks because I was busy. Even though I was not making such videos, I was making tutorials. So do follow my channel, and now let's jump into the video. So I have written some points here which I took from my life experiences, and also I have seen some of my friends or some of my colleagues follows all these principles in their life, which makes them succeed in their career. So I have written some points which I will be reading it out and elaborating it on my own words. So we'll just see what is the first point. So first point is like, keep your health as priority. Okay, so I could tell, like, even though you are an artist, you are a better artist, or you are working very good, so after 10 years or 15 years your health is gone, so your life is waste actually, because you have worked very hard, everything it is there. When time is coming to take rest, that time you are not feeling well and you are an ill person, then you will face a lot of challenges at that time. So better you should take care of your health from the first day of your work. So keep health as a priority. There are a lot of ways to keep your health or to keep you fit. There are ways like you can do exercise, you can go and run, so you can meditate, you can yoga. There are a lot of ways so that you can be fit. Okay, so moving on to the second point, it's like maintain office timings. So this is a point which I need to discuss actually, because when I was an artist, when I started my career, that is in 2011, and the industry was in so much bad condition at that time. Like, most of the studios are working overtime, and it's not overtime, it's like overnight. Okay, so it was very tough at that time, but slowly things changed up. Now all the VFX studios in India, almost all the VFX studio have some sort of standard, like they really respects artists, and they value artists' lives too. So but there are instances like most of the artists are going late. Why? Because it's inefficiency. I could tell, like, it's inefficiency. I'm not telling like you should leave daily 6 o'clock or 5:30, nothing like that. If you are following a timetable, or if you are leaving at 6 o'clock or 6:30, you should maintain a timetable. Like, daily you should go by 6:30, you should finish your work. It's not like, I'm not telling like leave your work and go. It's not like that. You should perform very well. For that you have to be efficient, you have to learn a lot of things. So all these habits, if you follows, definitely you can leave your office on timetable. There are many instances which you can tell like you cannot leave office on time. There are exceptions, and but most of the cases I see people are struggling to leave office because of their inefficiencies, or because they are not taking initiatives to improve their career or improve their work. If their work is improved, and if they are efficient, they can leave office on time. So leaving office on times, I definitely will suggest that, because I was following that, and I reaped the benefits of that. So I suggest everyone should follow a timetable, or you should leave office on regular timings. If you are a person who leaves who explores something after work, you can explore that and leave office on whatever time. If you feels like 8 o'clock is your time to leave from office, you can leave that. But don't create like, okay, you left today 8 o'clock and next day 12 o'clock, or next day 10 o'clock, or next day 6 o'clock. It's not work. It will not work. So make a timetable for leaving from office. So definitely it will help in your career. So moving on to the third point, learn and explore new techniques like gizmos. This is an important stuff. Like, if you want to be an artist throughout your life, then you should not, you don't have to learn a lot of things like gizmos, pythons, anything like that. if you want to be an artist who want to excel in your career or to do something with your work, you should definitely needs to explore on gizmos and all kind of such things in Nuke or any other softwares. When I was starting my career, I was really fascinated by gizmos, because at that time I was not having much idea about gizmos or creating gizmos or anything like that. Whenever I see some gizmos, I usually think like I should also make some gizmos like this, and which is very useful for me, and I should help other artists to by creating such gizmos. And slowly I learned things, and I understood what is gizmos, and then I understood like how easy to make a gizmo if you explore much further in your work. So what gizmos does is like for example, for an instance, I would tell like most of the if you are a perp artist or if you are a rotor artist, you have to do copy pre-mult, or you have to pre-mult your mat with the RGB. So that moment always you will take Q, you will press K for copy node, and you have to press tab for pre-mult, and then you have to copy pre-mult. You have to do the copy pre-mult. Instead of that, if you created a gizmo like instead of taking copy and pre-mult separately, you can assign a shortcut for this both thing and this both nodes, and yeah, that will definitely improve your speed or efficiency in your work. So this is a basic idea, or this is one of the idea which came into my mind, and there are a lot of ways you can make gizmos. You guys have to explore. If you started learning gizmos, you automatically will be stepping into Python learning, and then you will be proceeding into that later. So the next point is like read books and blogs. This is also one of the important topic. Like I won't suggest you like you should go and read some books which is not related to your work, and I will not tell like you should always read books related to your work. It all depends on you. Reading will definitely improve your mind, or it will definitely declutter your mindset. So at least if you don't have time to read books, you can prefer online blogs or online websites which regularly post different type of news or anything related articles. So if you guys are interested in reading, you should definitely go for book reading, or if you don't have time, you can definitely choose websites or blogs in internet. Also I would suggest you like you can use Feedly app. That is a app which will help us to like it will help. We don't have to go every other websites to read and all. We can organize all the websites, and we can add all those websites into Feedly. There is a website, there is an app, so we can add those websites into this app, and we can see all the updates of those websites in this app itself. So you don't have to visit every websites for regular updates. So there is a tutorial in my channel, and if you can't find that, you can just simply type that in YouTube. You can find a lot of tutorials related to that. So that is one point. And I just remember one thing. When I started my work, or when I started my career, I was reading FX Guide continuously. FX Guide at that time was like, it was a superb website which will post articles related to the technology, the latest technology, the latest filmmaking techniques. Everything will be there, and it definitely helped me to learn more about filmmaking, to learn more about the work which I do. That will help definitely. Now FX Guide, I can tell now also FX Guide is the master, but there are a lot of other websites, like a lot of other blogs also is there. I can remember before and afters.com is there, and some other websites are Art of VFX is there. Some other websites also is there, so you can definitely go and check that. And reading is a good habit. So the next one is like follow quality and consistent YouTube channels. I already have made a video on the YouTube channels in Visual Effects which I follows. You can see that in the description here. And so follow regular contents. Like there are YouTube channels which makes regular contents. I make regularly videos. There are some other channels too which you can follow, and all these people are making videos because they don't want to make money, because frankly I can tell, like, visual effects YouTube creators never makes money like other people do. They makes this as a passion to help other artists, and automatically they will be also learning to teach you guys. So definitely you should follow some YouTube channels which who making regularly videos. So that is yet another point. And the sixth one is a little funniest, like, don't gossip. Okay, so it's not alone in visual effects. Like in office, mostly people will do gossips and do waste time there. So instead of that, don't waste your time on all these negative things. Help others, have a positive attitude. Don't feel like you are better or they are better, anything like that. If you perform well, if you learn well, if you explore well, you can be a star. That's it, and that's my suggestion and that's my advice to you guys. So avoid gossiping. And the next point is, like, follow Facebook forums and Reddit forums. So I am following a lot of Facebook groups, Facebook forums in the sense Facebook groups, and there is a website Reddit, everyone knows, I guess. So Reddit, there is a group like New Group, and there people speaks very openly. People don't worry about anything while writing there. So definitely just follow all those Facebook groups, not all those Facebook groups, the groups which are active and the groups which don't spam that much. So also follows a Reddit forum. So moving on to the next one. Okay, the next point is, like, have respect towards leads and supervisor. So this is a controversial topic. Like there will be politics, there will be office politics everywhere, but you should have a positive mentality towards this. I can tell you, like, leads and supervisors are there because of their experiences, because of their hard work. They didn't came like yesterday they joined and today they are leads and supervisors. They came there because of their experiences and because of their hard work. So whenever they do tell you corrections, and whenever they tells you, like, you have to improve in these things, take that as a positive thing and improve yourself. Work in a positive mentality. You show some positive attitude towards them, also they will return to that to you. So it will definitely improve your work, your career, your personality, your everything. So I will always suggest you, like, don't take anything negatively from leads and supervisors, or always be positive in the work atmosphere. So always show some respect towards leads and supervisors. Not like before them, you have to show from your mind, or you have to show from your heart. So that's it. You give them respect, you take respect from them, that's it. So moving on to the next point, always share knowledge with others. This is the thing which I am doing. That is the YouTube channel which you people are watching. I have started this YouTube channel specifically for not earning money. I have told this many times in my other videos. I didn't earn any money from YouTube, but I shared content with other people. I'm learning day by day with my work, the software which I works. I'm not 100%. I don't know 100% of any softwares which I works or which I know. So now also I'm exploring day by day how I can improve that, how I can improve this. So sometimes I feel like, okay, this is a technique which definitely would help artists to improve their work, or it will save some time for my fellow artists. So I always makes video on that mindset. So everyone should have that mindset, like, you should learn something. If you are learning something, you should have that mindset of sharing that with others. At least help others, your fellow artists who need some help. So always share knowledge with others. That will definitely help you as well as others. It will definitely help our community. So the next topic is, like, the next point is, always keep a professional LinkedIn profile. So LinkedIn is a fantastic website. Like, if you want to be a professional star, you should have a good and decent and organized LinkedIn profile. So if you want to check my LinkedIn profile, it's there in the description of this video. You can go and check it. I'm not telling like I'm 100% pro LinkedIn user, but I follows LinkedIn 80% more than Facebook. I'm using 20% Facebook and 80% LinkedIn. I can share that. Like I'm not against Facebook and all. I use Facebook, that is needed for a social life, that's it. But professionally, if you want to become something, you have to follow more contents, or you have to follow LinkedIn more. So this is a personal advice. Like I don't have any freedom of forcing you to quit Facebook and all. I'm not telling that. I'm just suggesting you, like, you should choose LinkedIn more. So always have a decent profile in LinkedIn. And nowadays everything is moving into LinkedIn or such job portals. So if you want to apply for a job also, you can find links over there in LinkedIn. Most of the recruiters are posting updates in LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a good platform that you should regularly follow. So moving into the next point, indulge in online courses if it's paid also. Like, this is an important point. Most of the people want free content. There are a lot of free contents in YouTube, but if you want to excel something, or if you want to learn something from A to Z, you definitely needs to go for a course kind of things. You don't have to go into a physical institute. Now everything is online, especially in this COVID crisis, or after this COVID crisis, most of the things are available in internet. So if you guys want to if you are a roto artist and you definitely wants to become a compositor or a roto paint artist or something like that, you should go for some online courses related to that. If you want to become a programmer, now you are an artist and you want to move into a Python TD or a pipeline TD, something related to that, then you should follow such courses and you should enroll into that. Some courses are free and some courses are paid, but I always tells you, like, there will be something to learn from paid courses. There are courses which I would prefer, like I can tell, like Ben McQuan's Python course is superb, and some other courses are also there. Josh Parks, one of the guy who is providing courses, online courses, and in India I don't know anyone is providing courses or not, but definitely you should go and check Udemy. I saw like Anand Ramesh, one of the compositor in DNEG London, he have Udemy courses and all. This is not a personal recommendation and all. Nobody is sponsoring here, but in my experience, or whenever I searched in internet, I could find all these materials in internet. So you should indulge in online courses, and you have 10 years experience and now you want to learn something. Learn. Don't think like you have 10 years experience and you shouldn't learn hereafter or something like that, and you know 100% of that. Don't think like that. Everyone should learn daily, and there are a lot of things you can explore further. So indulge in such online courses and follow some amazing content there. The next point is like create a decent showreel and resume. So in our industry, I could tell like showreel is not that much important and all, but if you check on an international standard, showreel is must. So most of the studios don't they will not provide you the works which you did in a studio because of their limitations or the NDA which you people signed. So you can make a lot of videos or clippings using your personal works. So for that you have to spend time yourself. You have to explore in your home, you have to make breakdowns, you have to do some works in your home. So make a decent showreel. And also I can see like there are a lot of YouTube channels which reviews showreel nowadays. So if you have a decent 5 shots, make a showreel and send them, get the review and improve yourself. Also a resume, a fine resume, like a professional resume should be there with you every time. So if you want to apply for a new company or if you want to apply for a new job, you should have a decent resume. So kindly go and check with the industry standard and understand what what is the design or what is the specifications in their resume. So always follow internet for getting knowledge on the professional resumes in visual effects field and all. So these all are the points which I want to discuss with you guys, and I know following all these things in a single day is not possible, but it's not a big deal. You can decide this and follow this anytime. So these all are the points which I thought I will discuss in this video. And I'm not making videos, I mean kind of this video regularly, because I recently posted a poll in my YouTube channel and most of the people wants tutorials. So I will be posting tutorials, and sometimes in a month or after 2 months I will post some videos related to this. Okay, so bye bye, take care.